All right, guys. Now hear me out.
What's up?
Would you rather walk in on your parents or have them walk in on you?
Ugh. Is this why y'all didn't want to tell me the question? Walking on my parents and then walking on me.
Or have any of you guys ever walked in on your parents?
I don't want to discuss that on here. I have once when I was a child. When I was a child, I walked in once. Yes.
Still traumatized to this day.
I think I'd rather be walked in on. Honestly, like I don't know if that. Yeah, I think I'd rather be walked in on.
Explain.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like I don't know. It's less traumatizing for me. You know, like it happens. It's like if it happens, then it's like okay, they see it, and then. And what situation would this be happening?
You know,
like,
that's what I was trying to think about
am I having sex in my parents' house and they just walk in on me? Like I thought they were away and they really came home early and then bam, they're inside my, my room. And why would I not lock my door?
Like on a family trip or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's another one. But why would you not lock the door?
What is the places?
Have locks. Oh, so you just you're being risky. risky. Yeah, not. I just feel like I would feel better if they walked in on me, and depend on which parent too. Like it's weirder. I don't know. It has to be weirder if like your dad or your mom walks in. I feel like it'd be more weird if my mom walked in on me than my dad.
She'll be like, Kristen J. Moore.
No, but I probably agree with you. I'd rather have them walking on me, just because then I can avoid them for a while. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, that's like this.
But that's
like
again.
But that's gonna be like at this point of your life. So what if it was different? Like, say for instance, they walked in on you when you were like 15.
Yeah, like when I was younger.
Yeah, when you're younger and they walked in, you can't just leave. You
Ooh, that would suck. Because they'll probably lecture you and shit.
Well, obviously they're gonna lecture.
Ain't got time for that.
They be like, "Now, big damn well, you know damn well you ain't got no condoms." Tell you about the birds and the bees there.
Did you? I feel like I never really had the birds.
I never had the birds and bees talk.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know what the point of the birds and bees are. Like as far as like
which one's which?
Which one's which?
Not us not knowing. Anyways,
what about you, Ali?
I don't know. I think I would have to agree with you guys. I guess.
Rather be walked in on.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like such a traumatizing experience to be like, seeing that from your parents, and I don't know. That's just
Your parents should know better.
They'll be like, well, how do you think you were made? There's always that thing like, well, how do you think you were made? So well, son, sit down. I think it's time for me to tell you how sex works. It's just when the man and the woman is hugging very hard.
They're wrestling. Not Kristen dying.
Sorry. Did y'all ever have the sex talk with your parents?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think so.
I don't even know what sex is to this day. I'm
stupid. So if you didn't, so if you didn't have the sex talk with your parents, how did you learn? Do you think it was just experimenting with another person and then you figured it out, or was it videos? Was it shit? This is explicit. So I'm gonna say porn.
What's the difference between videos and porns?
Huh?
Because you said videos.
Well, there's educational videos, not just. Porn is not the only video that exists, Vic. Vic learned he's like porn. His school is like porn.
Actually, in high school, I had you know how they have those health classes?
Yeah.
I had one of those. I feel like I learned a bit from that. And then I had another class, but I forgot what it was in high school.
Are you talking about?
What it was called.
Did y'all ever have that thing where they like split the boys and the girls, and they had like the boys going to like the library and the girls going to like a different like cafeteria or some shit, and they had like a whole PowerPoint or something for it, like
Yeah.
sex
it was kinda like
education?
that,
Yeah, I feel like that's probably one like a
That's
little bit
kinda
of
what you learn.
ways to kind of learn.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I think a lot of the things I learned were kind of more just experimental, like as far as like first time trying it. Yeah.
Hands on.
Yeah.
Hands on.
hands on experience.
No pun intended. No, but I feel you. You think you feel like schools do enough, or you think they should teach us
No.
more?
No, I definitely don't think they teach enough.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Allie's professional here. She's like, no.
No.
They don't.
If they
But-
did, not that many people would be dying from diseases.
And I hope.
No.
Make sure you wrap it up. Wrap up your willy.
Practice safe sex out there.
Wrap up your willy. You
Or
might
wait
get
till
chilly.
marriage.
Wait till marriage.
Not
Practice abstinence.
the abstinence.
But yeah, I think that's kind of our take on all of that.
Looks like we all agree.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
I think I would definitely rather walk in or them walk in on me. It's such
But what
an
do you
awkward
what,
situation.
what do your parents walked in like, Kristen, you're doing it wrong.
Dang, what if you just walk in and just start criticizing everything about you? Like, your dick small, your pull out game weak.
Comforter, I thought you were Chris.
Boy, you better wash some sheets.
Unacceptable. How do you feel about the parents who are like okay with their kids having sex in their house?
I mean,
Like I know there are some parents out there that have the ideal that like it's better for them to do it at home in a safe spot than be outside, doing it somewhere where they're not safe, that they can probably get in trouble and things like that.
That's true.
yeah, I mean,
Especially if you build a good bond with your child. I think it's okay. As long as you teach them to.
yeah, because they're gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I feel like there should be some level of respect.
Yeah. Do
Like-
you invite it? Do you be like, hey, do it here? Or, hey, be respectful. If I'm not here, I don't care about you doing
I feel
it.
like that's probably the way to go.
Mhm.
I'm sure they don't want you there anyway. So.
Well, I'm pretty sure they don't want to be there.
Anyways,
I can see that. Okay, well, you guys heard it here. We all
Vic watches
pick
porn.
the same thing. That's the only way Vic to learn.
take
was
notes.
it in porn?
Right?
I'm dead. Anyways, moving on.
He said first move was the pile driver. All
Not my
right.
magazine.
I'm dead.
I feel like we didn't even grow up in like the magazine like really era. It was just like already kind of
Online.
online,
Free
really
videos.
starting. But anyways, I digress. So you guys ready to start?
Let's do it.
All right, starting the podcast in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris,
This is Vic.
And this is Allie.
and welcome to Now Hear Me Out. This is episode number 33, right?
Sure.
Damn, that's crazy. We're episode 33, and welcome to Now Hear Me Out. Appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to the podcast, and hope you guys enjoy this episode.
And my voice.
And Allie's voice. So we have a special guest here. This is our friend Allie. So give a round of applause for her. Appreciate you joining us today.
It was random, okay?
Yeah, it's very random. But hey,
Your
you're
boy
here.
needed a ride.
We'll get to that in a bit. So Vic, do you want to give your updates first, or you want to learn a little bit about Allie?
We can go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. I guess.
All right, Vic, tell me about your weekend.
Well, this weekend I went to Cali with
Hey.
Allie.
Really
And
rhymes.
Whatever her name is.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we went.
he said to say her name.
Nede, Allie, me. We took over California.
I don't know. Man.
We got there Friday. And it's actually kind of misty, which was kind of sucked because like we went to this observatory, like to
Now
see
you know you have to say it.
observatory, and it's supposed to like be like a good view and stuff, but it was like too misty, so we couldn't see shit. But before that, let me tell you about our Uber incident.
Oh, okay.
So we get off the airplane, we have to take an Uber to the car we rented. So we ordered the Uber. First of all, this Uber's taking forever,
Yeah.
and like we were trying to track him, and for some reason like he wasn't even moving for like a good 5 minutes.
Was he taking the dump?
Ah, shit,
I
I
don't
guess.
know.
We don't know what he's doing.
He was just running the time up.
And then like from where we were, we could see cars passing by, and I swear I saw the car. I was like, oh, there he is. And like I was waiting, we were waiting for him to come in, and like a whole minute or two passed. Like, where the fuck did this guy go? And then like we kept looking, and then we see the car like going away from us. So basically, someone stole our Uber.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We tried to call the
Like,
person.
we tried to
and
call
he
him when
didn't
like straight to
answer.
voicemail,
Even
message to
sent
him.
him messages. Nothing.
So eventually, we had to cancel that shit.
That's
And
crazy.
They charged us $60.
Yeah, $66 cancellation fee.
60?
6.
Oh.
66.
Oh, no.
Yes. But we got that shit back.
Yo.
I
Okay,
called Uber.
cool.
And
I
then
was like, that's crazy.
yeah. So then we had to order another Uber, but that's how the first date went.
Not like this Uber was any better because he was driving
Bro,
crazy.
He was driving. Like when you get too close and it starts beeping,
Uh-huh.
that whole beep like 3 times.
At every red light, every stop sign, everything.
Cali drivers.
Not, and then y'all were like, "We're gonna die." today."
It was pretty bad, but at least it got us there.
Sure.
And then I drove the rest of the trip.
Okay.
Saturday we ended up going to the Hollywood sign. We just did like basic tourist stuff. The Hollywood
What you
sign.
got to do in Hollywood?
We went to the Hollywood sign.
Okay, whatever.
We took pictures.
Did you actually take a picture with the sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Not too close, but
Yeah, like this. Like,
Don't they have
yeah.
like a area where like you can only go so far before like they like block it off for tours? Like you can't actually get to the sign or something like that?
Yeah, there's a trail where you can like pretty much like get close to it, but I think it's just better.
The better
just
picture wise, because
Better,
then
yeah, it's better to kind of
Stand away from it
Yeah,
and just
Take pictures
angles.
from
It's all
far
about the
away.
angles, right?
yeah.
yeah, but we were having like a photo shoot everywhere we went. And went to Beverly Hills, downtown LA.
Beverly Hills.
On Sunday, went to Santa Monica Pier,
Okay.
went to the Venice Beach. And so yeah, I mean it was pretty fun. Like we just did a lot of tourist stuff,
Yeah.
explored LA, see how it is. The food was pretty good.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a good time. We had a good time.
Sounds good. Ali, have anything else to add to it? Like, was anything different that he didn't add?
No, I think he hit everything. Oh yeah, Vic is pretty like dumb. Cause I was like, all right, he pretty much got scammed. One, and not in a like bad way, but like some dude like in a Spider-Man suit, and then some other dude in a Chewbacca costume came up to us. And then they were like, "Oh, let's take pictures." And I kind of already knew like they wanted money pretty much.
Of course.
And then the Vic takes out his phone and Narita like literally sends, and I'm like, okay, I guess we'll have to stand now. And then yeah, afterwards he had to like was asking for money for the pictures and whatnot, right?
Yeah, I gave him $10.
It's okay.
It's good pictures.
Vic learned his lesson now. So after all that, he was like, "No, thank you" to everyone. But yeah, that was a good trip.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fun.
okay.
Definitely
That's
one to
fine.
remember. It was my first time on a plane. I think I mentioned that last time. But
Well,
Ali thinks I was too dramatic when we
Yes, he was
when we
dramatic
landed.
with the landing. Of the
Oh,
plane.
really?
He
Well,
was like holding his chair and everything.
that
I'm
turbulence is
like,
a little something.
I
But
know.
like, are you talking about like when you first like actually landed and it like?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can.
but it was dramatic. Like dramatic.
Vic felt like his life was like flashing before his
Literally,
eyes.
and the guy like that was on the other aisle was looking back at me. I don't think he noticed.
Dead.
I was like, whatever.
Vic's like, this is where my life ends. How was your first experience though, Vic? Like overall.
It wasn't too bad. Like it seemed like a lot. Like whenever you're doing something for the first time like that, it's like, oh, where do I go? How do I do this? But luckily, like Ali was there to kind of walk me through it, and
Okay.
It's pretty good. Like I like the view, like looking out the window. It's pretty fun.
Cool. Did you experience your ears popping?
Oh yeah,
That
more
shit
on the way
sucks.
back for some reason.
Okay.
But a little bit on the way there too.
It just sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Probably because I didn't have gum on the way home. Apparently, gum's
Okay.
supposed to help with it.
It does help. Our earbuds, like I have my headphones in, they help some. Yawning.
Oh, on the way back, I finally watched Godzilla vs King Kong.
I am dead. Y'all know what was the first time we talked about Godzilla vs King Kong? Like
Bro, it
episode
was like
5?
5 or 6, somewhere around there.
Jeez, and you're just not watching it.
I told you guys I
Almost
would watch it.
30 episodes later.
What movie I made them watch?
What?
Because they never watched it. 13 Ghosts.
Oh yeah,
Have I seen 13 Ghosts?
you haven't seen 13 Ghosts?
All right.
I probably haven't seen.
Spoiler.
I would have to see the movie. I probably have seen it, but I
It
don't
has
know.
Shaggy in it.
It's Scooby Doo. I don't know.
Anyways, watch it.
I don't know. I'll look at it and see if I watched it, but I don't know if I have. It doesn't ring a bell. Okay.
It's a good movie.
I'll
It's
go
pretty good.
watch it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
But what about you? How was your week?
My week was chill. We really didn't do anything. Thursday day night, we went out to a burger place in Carrollton, and I forgot the name of that burger place. It was called something Goat, like Goat Burger.
Rodeo Goat?
Yeah, Rodeo Goat. So we went there. Look at her. You know your burger place. So we went to Rodeo Goat. Try some
Catch me
different
at
stuff.
McDonald's.
The burgers, honestly, it was okay. Like it was not like over the top for me. It was okay. It was okay burger. But so we did that, chilled for the weekend for the most part, and yeah, it was very chill. We watched the Cowboys game. Vicky didn't talk about the Cowboys
talk
game,
about the Cowboys.
and you didn't talk about how you wore a Cowboy shirt. I mean,
Oh,
shirt on
yeah.
the. So
I tried to
yes,
represent, but
we watched the Cowboys game. I also had softball practice. Softball practice was decent, and the Cowboys game was treacherous. It was horrible. But at least we didn't get skunked. So
it was bad. Like I couldn't really. I didn't watch it like the whole thing, obviously, because I was in Cali. I tried to watch as much as I could, but
I can only watch this much, a certain amount too. I watched most of it, but we also had practice,
Oh.
so it was kind of like going back and forth. But hey, but for the most part, decent week. Work has been hell this week, and it's only Tuesday, so it's been super freaking
maybe
busy.
go back to work tomorrow. Ugh.
Oh, you poor thing. You got to roll out of your bed. And
Oh, speaking
clock
of,
in.
what I forgot to mention is I should get my rental car tomorrow. So
Oh yeah, car updates.
my car is still in the shop, but it's covered by warranty officially now. So
That's good. That's good.
You
And they-
finally took it.
I had to.
Sometimes you wait until it's too late.
I should get my car back in about a week and a half, I think. So they gotta wait for the engine to get there, and then they gotta install it. So
Are they fixing the windows?
yes, and the sensor in the back.
Are they getting out that stain and y'all just playing?
No comment.
That's good though. That's good.
Yeah.
How was it? When you're wearing the Cowboys jersey, like were you getting dirty stares? Were people
No,
saying you
actually,
suck?
no, not too bad. I saw some other Cowboy jerseys out there. So
Well, it's Cowboys fans
that's
everywhere.
what I told them. They were trying to give me shit about it.
Yeah, Cowboys everywhere.
But I eventually took it off because I was disappointed in them.
Hey, Cowboys, they're gonna bounce back. That was
hope
a game they needed to lose that game. They needed it. Now it gets them off their high horses, and now they can play for real.
I hope so because trash.
But anyways, enough about us. Ali, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? What do you like to do? You have any hobbies? All that good stuff.
No, I think I'm a boring person. Well, my name is Aliza Et, but everyone calls me Ali. I have a fancy name. That's why.
I'm here for the fancy name.
Yes, and the unique one. I'm a nurse. That's most that are close to me. I don't know.
What part of the nursing are you in? And don't be
Specialty?
afraid to speak up.
Like specialty?
Yes.
I'm not afraid to speak up. I just, my voice is already very like too loud. I guess.
No such
No.
thing.
I work in the mother baby floor, so basically it's a postpartum floor, and I have 2 patients in a room, mother and baby, basically, as you
Oh,
can tell by the name. So it's a pretty good job. I love what I do. As for hobbies, I have yet to find some good hobbies. I kind of want to get into embroidery, so we'll
that'd be
see.
cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I like reading, mostly dark stuff like thrillers
My
and
Twisted Dark Fantasies. I'm just playing.
so that's fixing.
They don't expose me.
Like thrillers and
Like Stephen King.
yes,
50 Shades?
I do. No. Yeah, thrillers and stuff like that. But
Okay.
I really don't have a hobby. Half of the time I'm asleep. I work the night shift, so
Respect.
it doesn't.
Yes. Much respect. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service and everything you have done during this coronavirus. How has things changed? Well, have you been in the hospital before coronavirus started?
No, when I got off my residency program, COVID was already kind of rising, so
You
I
already
didn't get much like experience per se regarding like when it's without the COVID.
Yeah.
So, but you learn a lot though. Like you pretty much have to take care of everybody, no matter COVID or not. And
Yeah.
and every floor got affected, so you learn from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you never actually got to really experience how things are without the virus around.
Yeah, I pretty much started when it started, and which was in March, because I started my residency in February, and then it hit in March.
Oh wow, yes.
Yeah.
So you got literally it was right
I
there.
know, right? That's crazy.
Yep. So,
So I feel like it's gonna be weird
Oh.
if things do technically go back to what they saw normal, like not wearing masks all the time and stuff. That's gonna be really weird. I feel like it's gonna be weird for every job.
yeah, for every
Mm.
place, wherever you work,
Yeah.
honestly.
And they just be like, "Oh, you don't have to wear your mask anymore." And we're like, "I don't know."
Like you're like so used to making weird things with like your mouth,
Oh yeah, making your face. Like you can hide your facial
Or-
expression.
or like if, especially like you're a judgmental person. Now it will
Oh,
show.
yes, yes.
It's going to show for you.
I don't know. My face kind of usually shows pretty well.
Stop.
Even with the mask on, people are like, "Yeah, I seen that." It's like, well, yeah.
It is what it is,
Yeah, but I don't think I have anything exciting. I do like to travel, so this whole year I got the opportunity to go through different places. Like
You've been
went to
traveling everywhere.
LA, yeah, Colorado Springs. I went to Seattle, so it's been a fun year.
You have been traveling like crazy. Oklahoma, you forgot about the Oklahoma. She was with us on the Oklahoma trip.
It's fun. I like traveling.
What's your favorite places you've been to so far?
So far, like outdoor wise, I would say Colorado Springs.
Okay.
I love Colorado Springs. In Seattle, it's pretty good too. I kind of want to go more into like the state park.
Okay.
Since I was in the city, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Sounds good.
But that's it.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you joining and being on our podcast.
Thank you. It's so random.
Well, yeah, like
Oh,
and
no.
and I hope.
Not me excited. Okay.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, I needed a ride, and Ali volunteered. So
Okay.
I said, say less. Now she's here. She took me, and now we're here. And that's the story of how we got Ali on the podcast.
On the podcast.
And here she is.
Finally.
Which is funny because honestly, like if Allie didn't bring you or you didn't find a way over here, we probably weren't going to be shooting this today. Because I didn't feel like carrying my equipment back up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So just a little bit more insight. But
So,
yeah,
Ali saved this podcast.
she really did.
I'm funny and caring and
Mean.
mean and
She's the whole package.
yes.
It's like, tell me 5 things about yourself. Nice.
Nice. I have a spark. Not much of a spark. Okay, continue, whatever.
I'm dead. All
But-
right.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's hop into these stories.
All right, bet.
Okay.
You want to hop into the first one or you want me to do it?
Sure, I got it.
Bet.
So yeah, on the first story, takes us to the football field. Well, I guess technically off the football field. But if you haven't heard about the Henry Ruggs story where he ended up crashing into someone under the like he was driving drunk, now he is facing 2 additional charges, charges of DUI and reckless driving, bringing the charges up to 5, and now is facing up to 46 years in prison.
Crazy.
So yeah, the news surrounding former NFL player Henry Ruggs continues to get worse following his involvement in the fatal car crash that claimed the life of a young woman. It was just announced that Henry Ruggs has been hit with 2 additional charges, and like I said, we're facing 50 years in prison for the death of Tina Tintor, who was killed last week in the incident. So how do you feel about like the whole situation? How do you feel like? Because I know the Raiders ended up releasing him, which I feel like is the right move, of course, right?
Yeah. There's no point to keep him. By the time he gets out of jail, he's gonna be old. So I don't see any point of keeping him around. It's a sad situation that occurred, for the fact that this even happened, a death of a woman, and for him to be doing what he was doing at the time and cause the life of somebody else.
Yeah, apparently he was traveling at 127 miles per hour, and his blood alcohol level was 0.161, which is more than twice the legal limit. So
he actually hit up to a speed of 156.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that, and when he hit this lady, her car burst into flames and she ended up passing away, and so did her dog. So it's crazy, it's the seriousness of this whole thing. And it's crazy because like this is the Las Vegas Raiders, and I don't know if this would be the same story if it was in Oakland. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that scene of Las Vegas changes a lot of people, the city of sin. So it's like, I feel like that almost has a factor to play into this whole thing. Like, people are kind of being a little bit more reckless and stuff like that. Because Raiders have been going through a lot of shit this week.
The season shit.
Yeah. So it's definitely a very sad situation. Drink responsibly. Don't drive.
Yeah, and like with it being like a football team, they have like, first of all, you have an Uber, but also I heard that the NFL
definitely have a service. They have a service
where you can like
call anybody
anytime you need to.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about being a football player, like especially of his status, like you can call almost anybody, and they're gonna be more than willing to take you home. And I'm pretty sure people are willing to be like, "Hey, don't drive." But it always takes it takes a strong person to stop somebody from driving drunk. Because people they're very stubborn, persistent, and being like, "Hey, I can do it. I'm fine." And you're gonna hear all those excuses on why you should let them drive. And the real answer is not to.
Have a plan.
Always. Or stay where you are.
Yeah.
Sleep it off. So, I don't know. Allie, how do you feel about it? You have any thoughts?
Who is he?
He's a football player.
Yeah, no, I don't watch sports.
I know. But what do you think about the story for the most part? Not less of the sports, but
I know. I agree with you. Always have a friend with you. I think that helps too. Especially if you have a friend that knows you well, and like they can find your stubbornness. Be like, no, like basically what you said, a strong person that's going to stop you.
Yeah.
Or call an Uber, especially if you have money.
All that money, man. It's
exactly. Just like get a ride or a friend or whatever, But don't drive.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree 100% with you. No drunk driving.
No drunk driving.
Drink responsibly.
Don't drink. It's bad for you guys.
As you're drinking.
Don't drink, guys.
Vicky, you have anything else to add to that?
Nope. Just these Raiders have been going through a lot.
They have been.
Which brings us also to our next story, also about the Raiders. So they ended up also releasing their cornerback, Damon Arnetta, after threatening videos with a gun surfaced. So the Las Vegas Raiders have cut their second player this month. This time they made the decision to cut him after a video of him threatening someone and showcasing 3 different firearms surfaced. So the video went viral over the weekend. he can be seen like threatening to kill someone, and he shows off these guns. And like it's just bad like publicity, like not only
most
for him
definitely.
but like for the Raiders, you know.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying earlier, the Raiders have been through a lot because that's the second player they had to release, like based on that person's decision, and then like the whole the head coach that ended up resigning because of like stuff that came back
Yeah,
from,
he
from
has
the
stuff
past.
coming.
So
Oh wow.
So yeah, they've been under fire a lot. And I'm just saying, man, I really think this relocation thing they need to probably rethink it. Like honestly, I just don't. I never seen. I get that Las Vegas produces so much money and everything like that, but man, like when I saw that they were bringing a team here or to this area, it was just like, man, that feels like a very risky decision, you know, for teammates and stuff. You know, you start getting a certain amount of money, you feel like you're almost unstoppable, and I feel like that's how these guys are feeling right now. Is like, shit, I'm in this city of, you know, things to do, and I got all these stuff, and I'm on top of the world, and getting high, getting drunk, and all this stuff, driving fast cars, and you know, feel like you just get away with life, and you can't. Reality sets in and hits you, and next you know, you're in jail, or you're kicked off the team for doing something stupid. You know, making all this money just to do something dumb.
living people's dreams, and then
Your career ending.
just like that.
Like that. So crazy. He was like, gang, 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 gang. I was like, I put that on my mama.
Oh no.
Why is that the first thing everybody wants to do is like put things on the mama?
Right? Poor moms.
I put that on my mama. I didn't do that. Like, what? What did your mom have to do with this, sir?
And then they'd be lying to you about it.
All I asked was if you gave him an extra chicken nugget. I put that on my mama. I didn't give him an extra chicken nugget.
Some people don't even talk to their mom.
That's very true though. And they still put it on their moms. Then you really had nothing to lose.
But you got anything else to add on that one?
No.
Well, you want to hop into this next story, Kristen?
Oh, I see what you did there. you set me up for the good one. All right, so moving on. There's a lot of stuff going on. So if you guys haven't heard, we're gonna jump into this next story. The Astroworld, I guess
Festival.
Well, I wasn't trying to say festival. I was trying to say tragedy.
Oh.
So there's a tragedy at the Astroworld Festival where 8 people were killed and several lawsuits were filed. So if you guys haven't heard about the Astroworld story, so basically, Travis Scott, it's his festival basically, and he was performing, and during the performance, there was a lot of people gathering in the crowd, and a lot of people started losing breath, and it started becoming very suffocating, and they passed out. A lot of people were passing out and getting trampled over by people trying to get to the stage. And as people are trying to help these people who are passing out because they can't breathe, they're getting trampled. So it just started becoming a larger amount of people getting hurt, and basically 8 lives were lost. They were trying to get onto Travis Scott because they were trying to make it seem like he didn't really care that any of this was happening. And there was a video that surfaced up where he basically stopped performing, you know, because somebody had passed out, and he, you know, noticed it and everything like that. And it was just a weird situation. Like, who do you blame in this situation where it's something that he can't control? You know, yeah, he can stop it, you know, stop performing, but that's not going to stop everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like you can tell them to stop, but can't physically make them stop.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of weird too. Like, do you think it was too overcrowded, or what do you think?
Well, I honestly thought it was too overcrowded. You know, it's definitely too overcrowded. But you know, I feel like this can't be the only time this happened. You know, as far as people trampling over people and stuff like that, just to get closer to the stage. You know, and people aren't even thinking about the people on the ground. If anything, they probably just tripped over them and just kept going. You know, so it's kind of hard to be like to blame somebody. It's just a messed up situation, and which lives were lost. I don't know. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like, how you're talking about, like, it's kind of hard, like, who to blame, because you have, I mean, you can. I heard people trying to blame Travis Scott. I heard people trying to blame the venue. I heard people even say even like the paramedics weren't like trained enough. I've heard people say that. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, they're trying to attack it from all these different directions, but like, it's just one of those things that no one. I don't think anyone was really like prepared, or like, there's just not something you kind of expect, right?
Of course.
So, I mean,
I think it was too overcrowded.
Oh,
that's kind of what I'm
Too
seeing.
overcrowded.
way
Yeah,
overcrowded.
Well, is it true? Do you think people ran in there like weren't there like videos of people just running like they didn't have tickets, like just
Yeah.
went in, right?
There was a lot of videos of that actually. I think there were. So you had the concert, and then you had some people up in like a bleacher or something like that, and I can see them like jumping down and running into the concert, and it's just it was definitely overcrowded.
For sure.
And then I feel like when you have such crowds like that, you need to have crowd control. They need to have more people in charge as far as like making sure it doesn't get too packed.
Yeah.
Or when things are getting a little out of hand, they can stop that stuff from happening. So it's a lot of things that probably could have been fixed and could have been better, but overall, this is just a tragedy that just happened.
Yeah, overall, I feel like there's no one certain thing you can pinpoint to blame on.
So the fact that they're all trying to sue Astroworld, I can see them suing the festival. Okay, I understand that people passed away. There are places that probably just fell. It could have been the paramedics that didn't know everything or weren't trained enough, or the people who were on site. Were they doing the right things when they first saw the scene? Did they clear the scene? Do they do all these things? So there's so many things that could have probably went better, but it definitely could have been worse. So I don't know. That's just kind of how I see it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's under investigation, so some more things may come out as we learn more.
Yeah, but most definitely prayers to the family, and
Yeah, I heard. I think Travis Scott's covering the funeral costs to all of them too.
Yeah, and I think also Roddy Ricch gave his coin. He was giving his money to the families that he raised from that festival. So hopefully, everybody, is doing well.
It's a sad story, but yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry you came on a very sad episode, Alex. It just seems like a lot of like death, people going to jail, but it's okay because our next story.
It's funny. Just kidding.
Honestly, it's pretty funny. So, Vic, you want to talk about this? You want me to talk about it? I feel like you should.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about it.
It's pretty funny.
In our next story, we head back to Florida.
We love Florida. We love Florida.
Man ends up getting arrested for throwing an alligator through the drive-through window.
Through the drive-through? He was eat that bitch.
Yeah, so he was arrested Monday and charged with assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. So I guess he wasn't trying to kill these people. But
It's a prank, bro.
It's a weird ass prank.
Was this a Taco Bell? Just kidding.
Right? So yeah, Joshua James, 24, threw a 3.5-foot alligator through the Palm Beach County Wendy's drive-through. There you go, Wendy's.
Not the 4-piece chicken.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ali.
Basically, the report says that James drove his pickup truck to the window at around 1:20 a.m. and then just
yeeted
the alligator in there after the employee handed him his drink.
It sped off.
Like, he gave no reason or anything. Like, the order wasn't wrong or
not at all.
He's like, I don't want this alligator anymore. Here you go.
It didn't funny because it was like he wrote that he admitted throwing the alligator in a December interview. It said he said James told him that he had found the alligator on the side of the road and put it in his truck. It says, so now James faces a third degree felony charge for possessing the reptile. If he's convicted of the particular charge, he could be facing up to 5 years in prison. So no reason at all. He's just like, I hate this Wendy's. Alligator bitch.
Oh, no.
How do you feel if you're like that worker?
I feel like I'd be like, it's Florida. It's probably not the first alligator thrown at them.
Do you just run out, or you try to fight the alligator? Or
Why don't you try to fight it?
I don't know.
If he caught it, then I feel like I could run away from it.
Yeah.
True. I wonder how heavy that shit is too.
Though?
Yeah, right.
Those
Like,
drive-through windows are tiny.
It's only 3.5 feet.
I don't know.
It's like half of you. Like think about that. Like half of you, little taller than half of you.
Way taller, probably.
That's just I don't know. Florida got some problems, bro.
There's always a story.
I just want to know what was going on. Like, as far as was he just like, man, this alligator would be really cool to be thrown into a window.
Like, why Wendy's? Maybe he hates Wendy's.
He probably just doesn't like Wendy's. Probably that particular Wendy's. Maybe he didn't like the person at the drive-through window.
There's gotta be some reason.
Maybe her name was Wendy. He's like, it's too contradicting. Alligator.
Poor alligator. He was just trying to enjoy his life.
They could have made him to some. They could have made him some different chicken nuggets.
Right.
Alligator nuggets.
We know it ain't chicken in there.
Alligator nuggets.
Have you guys ever had alligator?
Yes, and it's delicious.
It is delicious.
I don't think I have.
It's delicious. I highly recommend it.
Yes, it is good.
Okay.
Have grilled alligator and fried alligator is really good. You have to get you some alligator then.
Allie needs some alligator.
Allie with the alligator. But
Kristen,
yes,
you got it.
But moving on to our next story, we are going to what is this? Michigan? Yeah, Michigan, where a man runs into the woods after breaking into a northern Michigan home. Later calls 911 because he got lost. So a man needed help from police after he got lost when he fled an alleged home invasion in northern Michigan. Police were called to a home in Williamsburg around 7:05 p.m. after a homeowner scared off a home invader. Police said a woman was watching television when she saw a man who she thought was her husband walk into the room. However, she realized it was not her husband and started screaming, causing her husband to come downstairs and tell the man to leave.
The man was like, all right, I guess I'll leave.
Michigan State Police troopers said they found the alleged home invader, Kevin William, hiding near his parents' backyard. A trooper tried to speak to him, but he fled into the woods. A K-9 team looked for Kevin, but could not find him. Later that evening, Kevin called 911 to report that he was lost. He flagged down a trooper who responded, and he was arrested. Kevin is charged with breaking and entering without permission and resisting and obstructing police. His bond was placed at $1,000, which is 10%. He is due back in court at October 26th. So what do you guys think about that story? Like, what? Talk about karma, right? Like, oh, I think I'm going to break into your home and then get lost.
Get lost, and then I think I'm gonna turn myself in.
I wonder how long he was out there in the woods for him to be like, I give up, you know? Like,
True.
He's running away from these cops. Like, what made him give up? It has to be a lot of time, right?
Well, it's nighttime too. I would think about animals and stuff too.
Yeah. He was probably cold.
He just want to get home. Maybe he's just hoping that
home.
maybe he's going somewhere. Maybe he's hoping the police were just gonna help him get, find his way, and then he's gonna get away.
Probably.
It's like, bro, just help me find the way out of here, and then give me a 5-second head start.
Show me the way. Do you know the way?
I don't know, but that man really called 911. Are you gonna call someone else, or I don't know? Like,
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know why he didn't call somebody else. Like, he could have called anybody, but 911 was, I guess, GPS maybe. Be the quickest way to find him. Well, what are you gonna tell your friend? Let's say, for instance, I got lost in the woods. I call you. Now what? Well, hey man, I'm lost. Yeah, where are you in the woods? That's what you're gonna ask me. I'm gonna be like, shit, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You're gonna turn on your location.
Bring a flashlight. I don't know. Bring some other friends.
But if I don't know what woods I'm in, and I don't know how far I am into the woods, how can you help?
Like,
you got a back signal, like you got a giant ass flashlight that'd be like, follow that light.
I'll bring my ring light.
Right.
I don't know. But I mean, would you call 911 or
shit? Maybe if it got to that point where I didn't know what else to do, I would definitely try to call my friends. But remember last time we talked about this, 911 is that one number that for whatever reason works.
Oh, you always get service?
Yes, you always have service for 911, but you never have service for anything else. I drop calls on everything, but 911, they can find your location in seconds.
I don't know.
Things to think about.
I wonder how the cops were like, bro, you really call 911? You do realize once we find you, we're taking you to jail, right?
Shit, he was like, at least I'm not lost. He could die out there. So there's that. Make sure you guys, if you're gonna rob a home and go into the woods, make sure you leave breadcrumbs. Or at least something that animals won't eat.
Bro, I feel like I would get lost in the woods. I'm pretty bad at
Share your
directions.
location with your closest friends.
Always share your
True,
location.
True.
Right.
Yeah, Kayla has your location. You call her. She'll come find you.
I can call her if I don't get signal.
She'll be like, Kristen, why are you in the woods?
She's probably just looking at her phone like, what the hell is he doing? All right, whatever.
This man in the woods. This man really over here in the woods.
I would say share your location. But not always. Not. It doesn't load all the time.
Yeah, sometimes it has
load.
to update after a while too. It's like it'd be like last known location was here, but
Yeah, I'll give you like the last location. After that.
you're
Oh, wow.
on.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
Call 911.
Hello.
I don't know what he was thinking.
He wasn't. He was just trying to get a quick break.
He's
He didn't
like,
say-
maybe he was thinking he could escape from them once they got him out. I don't know.
I wonder if he was able to take anything.
Right. He literally got arrested for nothing.
He thought he could get away.
Oh, he thought wrong.
I'm dead. Well, thinking wrong. Going into our next story. So a man claims he's now suspended without pay for recording viral video showing rat infestation at a DC area Popeyes.
Not Popeyes.
Love that chicken for Popeyes. So we actually watched the video before this podcast, so we got a little insight on it, I guess.
Bro, they were having a party in there.
You trying to play tag?
I'm dead, right? So it says, child, while you're out here asking for number 3 spicy and jalapeno from jalapenos from Popeyes, it looks like rodents are doing the same. Ricardo Land recorded this TikTok video showing multiple rats crawling around a DC Popeyes, and it has since gone viral. Because of his actions, he now says he has been suspended without pay. So, what do you guys think? Do you think he should have been fired?
No.
Wait, does he work for Popeyes?
Hey, I love it. No, he doesn't work for Popeyes. He was delivering to Popeyes.
See, because initially when I thought he worked for Popeyes, I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But I don't understand why the other company that, if he doesn't work for Popeyes, what's the issue? I guess Popeyes got mad at the other company.
Oh, probably.
Probably. I don't know. It's
Because
all
he
about.
said he delivers chicken.
Yeah, he said he delivers fresh chicken to Popeyes all the time. So I don't think he works for Popeyes. I think
yeah.
he's just
Like a third party, right?
yeah, he's probably just a deliverer.
Well, Popeyes probably got mad at that company.
Well, of
I
course. So
guess.
you're putting their company on blast. I don't know any company that'll be happy with that. You can't just walk into my house and be like, I'm gonna record. Look at all this shit on the ground, and then be like, oh, that's fine.
Like, I mean, I guess I can kind of get it why he's suspended without pay.
Why? Because he exposed Popeyes for the dirtiness they are.
Basically. Like Popeyes got mad at his company. His company, Popeyes probably wanted the company to do something about it. So I don't think he should have, like, morally, but
I can understand, it's so crazy, like the things we do to try to go viral and, to try to gain publicity, I guess you could say.
mm-hmm.
And, and we don't think about, a lot of people, I don't say we, but a lot of people don't think about the repercussions that come with your actions.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably didn't think that far, like, dang, I could lose my job. He could have, but, but it's just crazy that, people really push that record button. Is like, this is a good idea. I'm going to expose people to the world. So in light, at least people know that
Right.
Popeyes is like that. But
Yeah.
Imagine you like going to the actual Popeyes and you find the video.
right, you already ordered your 2-piece chicken. Two-piece chicken.
Like you saw the next day. You're like, bro.
I just had chicken from there. I thought that was a rat. It's
Yeah,
like when you get those little these people show pictures and videos of like when they have that one weird piece of chicken and it looks like a rat tail or
Rat,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. So now it could be true.
But yeah, that video. If you guys haven't seen that video,
Go
you should
watch it. Go
'cause
watch it.
It's literally like I lost count. I tried counting them.
It was a lot of them.
There was a
It
lot.
was.
And they weren't small ones. They were like gigantic.
So, in light of that, of him being fired, or suspended without pay, he created a GoFundMe account. He explains he is a father of 5 and needs to take care of his family. You should have thought about that before you did that video. Ricardo wrote, I have been suspended from my job due to exposure of Popeyes franchise due to the swarm of rats in the place. I have a family of 5, and due to this incident, my family would be hurt by my employer. He was initially requesting $10,000. He has now raised nearly 10,000. Now he has raised nearly 20,000. So shit, double the money. Shit, he made that faster than he probably he would have made that actually work in there.
You can take a little break for a while, vacation.
Right. And since the viral video, the Popeyes has been shut down. Popeyes has released a statement saying food safety and cleanliness is a top priority at Popeyes. This restaurant has been temporarily closed, and the franchise who owns and operates this location is taking the appropriate steps to address the issue. It is also reported that this restaurant received 17 violations in October, including rat droppings outside near the grease bin, opening in the kitchen ceiling, and water pulled in the walk-in fridge, dishwasher area, and manager's office. So, man, that's crazy. 16 freaking.
But even through the video,
17.
you can see so many violations.
So many.
Like the boxes, how they're all the way stacked up to the building.
Is that like, isn't that like technically like a fire hazard or something like that?
Fire
Or
hazard.
it could fall over.
Yeah. There's like so many boxes just stacked near the wall.
Literally,
Like,
it's just watching
it looks
that video.
dirty. Like, just looks dirty.
It's horrible. I feel like you seen food was still out there too, like in certain areas. Oh, it was disgusting.
We ain't trying to say all Popeyes are like that.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing to take away from the video is that like
Just that one.
is that I know this kind of gives a bad name for all the Popeyes, and it's like, dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
So I can see why they're pissed off
Don't
about
get me
that.
started on Church's Chicken.
Nah, bro.
I love churches.
No, I love Church's.
They got some good chicken though, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Nothing should be clean in that little bitty ass box. I'm just playing. But
Church's has an excuse.
and then it's funny because they even said on here, it says, speaking of Popeyes, Meg the Stallion and the fast food company just partnered to introduce a new sauce. I don't know if you heard about it. It was the hottie sauce. So it's like a hot sauce. I guess it's like a hot sauce. I guess. I don't know. It looked kind of like gooey or something. I'm not sure. Like,
Gooey.
it looked kind of like a hot, like sweet sauce. It looks like a. I don't know. But I hope that doesn't hurt her too much as far as like, you know.
Nah, I feel like I don't feel like this is gonna hurt Popeyes that much, honestly.
They need that lady to come back. Love that chicken for Popeyes. She need to put out like 3 more
Jingles.
jingles. And
Honestly, I feel like
commercials.
Popeyes has a really good jingle. Like compared to the other
it's
ones.
basic.
Mm-hmm.
It's quick and to the point. Who has the best jingle?
I think I'm kind of thinking. I'm trying to think.
I don't know, man. DQ kind of has it running for money, bro. DQ. That's what I like about Texas.
But is that like
it don't matter?
Because is DQ only Texas?
Well, that's what you like about Texas.
Because I feel like it's been other places, right?
Probably, but that's what you like about
But then
Texas.
they have to change the jingle, right? I'm trying what other places have jingles?
Burger King, have your way. I don't know if they have.
Is that really a jingle?
No, not really. It's a saying.
Does it have to be like a restaurant jingle?
Well, who else were you thinking about?
What's the one that we used to like come out on the TV? Something about education.
Oh, Education Connection.
I love that one.
That was actually a pretty good jingle. I was thinking about that one guy who, you remember that? It was that one dude who was like, "Hey, you, yeah, you, what are you doing? You're just sitting there, doing nothing with your life, watching life pass by." He just said, "I was like, he's like, you should get up, go get an education." I was like, "Dang, you kind of aggressive, my guy." He made you feel like shit. I don't know if y'all ever seen that commercial, but it's crazy.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Red Robin got a jingle too.
Red Robin. Yum.
Yum.
Did McDonald's have one?
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see that? I'm loving it. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's probably between them two, honestly.
I don't know, man. DQ is pretty good.
But McDonald's is more
It's more known, of course.
spread out. Yeah.
Well, they're
Everywhere.
They're global.
Yeah.
So, I guess you're gonna go global. You can go with McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Remix. Ronald McDonald starts rapping.
I'm dead. Get my chicken nuggets. Get my.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
But is this gonna stop you from going to Popeyes?
No,
No.
No,
I like
Same.
Popeyes.
I love Popeyes. I don't go there as often as I would like, but
What? How often would you like to go?
I was like,
I honestly,
I know you don't have your car, but damn. He's like, I love that. I love Popeyes.
yeah, coach, I love chicken.
Hell yeah, coach, I love chicken.
No, I mean, because like honestly, I'll probably go to Popeyes like once a year.
Okay.
I would at least like to double it.
Then go. Like, you're an adult, bro. Nobody's stopping you from going to Popeyes besides yourself.
Moving on.
Is the Taco Bell cheap?
Popeye's pretty cheap though.
It's not bad. They got hella coupons too.
But some about fried chicken seems a little unhealthy.
Oh, really? I think it's just fast food in period. I mean, in general, like,
Facts. Well, I mean, there's certain like there's some fast foods that are healthier than others.
What?
Taco Bell's pretty healthy in some aspects.
Excuse me.
Google
that's like saying Jack Tacos is healthy
Google healthiest fast food restaurant. Taco Bell gonna pop up there.
for the healthiest.
Yeah.
Not when you're getting there.
Not even like Chipotle.
I want to say top, but it'd be like
You
top
said
five. I
it's
said-
the highest.
Google it.
I'm not gonna Google it right now, but you can Google it. Go for it.
I'm not right now.
You're already on your computer. Go ahead.
All
I'll wait.
hold on.
We're gonna wait for Vic to be wrong. He's gonna be like, he's gonna put in there in Google, is is Taco Bell the healthiest restaurant?
Chipotle.
I told you. Ain't no
Well,
way that was
we gotta
gonna be
figure
the
out which
healthiest.
Name them.
them sources.
Go ahead.
We can never trust these, you know. 'cause
No,
you don't
go
know
ahead.
you
Give me
don't
the
know-
top five, bro. Is it on top five?
Depending on who you ask.
Is it on top five from that list you're looking at? I
It's
see the
going off
list.
Healthline.
It's not in top 5.
Okay, tell me top five.
Chipotle.
Okay,
Chick-fil-A.
number one. That's number 2.
See, is Chick-fil-A really that healthy?
It
I
is.
feel like
it
Taco
can
Bell
be.
the same
If
level.
you get the grilled
If you get the grilled chicken,
Oh, you get.
and they have salads, and I think their chicken is actually healthier than most chickens too.
Wendy's.
Is that real chicken?
McDonald's number 4.
Well, it depends on the options you get.
Exactly. It all depends on the options you get. So.
Yeah, but what option can you get from Taco Bell?
Yeah, what's something you can get that's healthy?
I don't get anything healthy at Taco Bell.
No, but what is there something healthy you can get?
Yeah.
Like what?
Let me search it up.
He's gonna be like Taco Bell's breakfast.
Like, Taco Bell health. The 7 healthiest dishes at Taco Bell you have to try.
Okay, go ahead. It could be a cheese roll up.
Why do people get that?
The,
All right, go ahead.
the veggie power meal bowl.
I ain't never heard of that.
Mm-mm.
Chicken soft taco Frisco style.
Ain't no way that's healthy.
Bean burrito. The cheesy toasted breakfast burrito.
Okay.
The burrito supreme fresco style. The grilled steak soft taco fresco style. And
Everything
black beans and
fresco?
rice.
I feel like black beans and rice is the healthiest thing you just said.
Right.
Everything else is like in a tortilla. Tortillas aren't that healthy.
Anyways, enough about Taco Bell. Who said that?
Oh man.
That's your favorite fast food restaurant.
Okay, well-
so.
Well, unfortunately, we are ending into the end of our episode. That kind of lasted a little longer than we expected. All we know we got from this is that Taco Bell is not healthy.
Mm-mm.
I didn't say it was healthy.
You said it was top. You literally said it was the
That
top.
was the top
Healthiest fast food restaurant.
But I don't feel like none of them are healthy. So
But they're healthier than Taco Bell.
someone's gotta be the healthiest, right?
Oh my goodness. Vic, you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It wasn't even the list, bro. How long is that list?
Well, that was one list. It just depends on who you ask. You know,
Oh my
like
goodness. Okay, look at a different list. You got time.
no, we don't got time.
Because that was from what was the source on that one? You said health.net or
It
health
was like Healthline, right?
Healthline.com.
healthline.com?
Mhm.
You got an EDU in
This
there?
one has little Caesars.
Right.
You got an EDU or ORG or
Gov.
Goodhousekeeping.com. CBS News. Panera Bread. That's,
Panera
Oh,
Bread
look,
has
this
their
one
own.
has-
They have their own article. Number one healthiest Panera Bread.
April 3rd, 2020. Taco Bell, especially one of the healthiest fast food chains.
Where? In 2020?
Yes.
Ain't no way. What's the
That's
what?
from a website called tastethepoem.com.
Hell no. That must just be a
I was misled.
Taco Bell advocate.
I was misled by a Facebook
They
article.
probably thought that Taco Bell was like a Mexican food. Like,
Oh, you remember when Taco Bell was it Taco Bell that won most authentic Mexican food restaurant or something like that?
who did this?
Wasn't it Taco Bell that won that? It's like
No, something like that.
Oh no.
Anyways,
that's hilarious.
see, I was misled by a Facebook article.
Whatever. You're misled by yourself. He was like, "Oh, this shit's healthy."
He gets most
Give
of
me-
his
Oh, you know-
information from Facebook, like most Americans.
You know, people read news sources to feed their thoughts.
Of course.
So
But what news source did you read?
this one right here.
That's not. That's no. You
It
just
was
seen that
something
one.
like that.
That's the first one you seen.
But I read that like a while back ago. That's what I'm saying.
Clouded thoughts, bro. Clouded.
Okay, well, I have since expanded my thought.
Anyways, we appreciate you guys tuning into this episode. It was a great episode. Allie, thank you for being an amazing guest host. Guest star, guest host, whatever you want to call it.
Star.
And star, she's a star.
She's a
I'm a
Hollywood
star.
star. She's gonna have her own Hollywood stars
Yes.
one day.
One day, it's gonna be
So-
made by her.
Put some money in my
Start a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. Yeah.
But yes, thank you for coming and blessing
Giving
our
Vic a
blessing our
ride.
show and giving
Oh, yeah,
Vic
thank you for
giving
the
Vic a ride. Because where would this podcast be today without you? Probably would have just shot it tomorrow.
Probably.
When I got my car.
Yeah, right. But yes, but thank you for coming.
Rental car.
Vic, you
True.
have any updates?
Yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Now hear me out, KV.
KV.
I was waiting for you. Email. Go ahead and email us at nowhearmeout.kv@gmail.com.
KV.
Follow us on YouTube at Chris and Vic (NHMO).
NHMO.
Also, make sure to subscribe.
Give us some 5 stars, you guys.
Hold on, I just want to say Apple.
I know. Go ahead. I still gotta say 5 stars.
You're a little
but
early, bro.
I'm sorry.
Make sure to leave us a review on Apple.
5 stars.
And most importantly, follow me on TikTok at weirdvic_flips.
You could probably do that.
Or follow him. It doesn't matter.
Unfollow. We're trying to get him down to that 500 club. Reversing
Starts losing
goals.
followers.
But yes, you guys can follow me on Instagram. That's Beast Mode Chris. The E's are 3s. That's Beast Mode Chris. The E's are 3s. It's funny.
Again, E's are 3s.
E's are 3s. It's funny because Kayla kind of got onto me. She was like, "How you gonna tell people to follow you on Instagram? You ain't never active." So I'm gonna try to work on that, and I'm gonna try to start posting some more shit.
That's why I don't tell people to follow me on Instagram. But now follow me on Instagram because I posted the other day.
Until next year.
_, my name with the extra
Until
O.
next year.
Vic, tell them about that quote. What was that quote you put on Facebook?
Did you like it?
I don't know.
What I said, life don't gotta be complicated. Just learn how to cherish it.
Aw.
I don't know. I just made
Life
that shit
goals.
up.
Pinterest or something.
Probably.
I was just in the airport and
Pinterest saying
lost in my thoughts.
He's like, "This is how I'm feeling right now." He said, "His Twitter fingers reaching."
What was it again?
Life don't have to be complicated. Just learn how to cherish it.
I feel like that wasn't exactly what it said, but
It's
close enough.
close.
It's pretty close. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it.
Thank you.
Allie, you have anywhere you want people to follow you, or okay? Well then, she is on some platforms. You probably find her.
Yeah, I mean, I already said my name at the beginning of the podcast, so y'all do y'all's research.
She said she wants a Joe Goldberg.
I'm dead. But we appreciate you guys tuning in, hearing us out.
Yes,
Make sure you
sir.
guys hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.